Are you familiar with the Ship of Theseus paradox? This is in or from ancient Greek philosophy. And it goes something like this. If you have a ship and that ship over time, of course, there needs to be repairs made. And so you make the repairs and you change each repair. You replace the planks, you replace the nails, you replace all the elements in and of that ship. Eventually, all of the pieces gets to be replaced or is replaced. Now, the question is in this paradox, is that ship still the same old ship or is it a new ship because everything of the ship was replaced with a new thing? You could even go deeper and say all of the things that were replaced, if you took all those things and put them aside until eventually you had all you needed to reassemble those things into a new ship, which one of those is the actual ship? Is it the ship that had all the replaced parts or the ship of the assembled old parts? So the paradox is interesting to me because I've heard it a few times this week for me personally. I even mention it while having a conversation because my apartment, over the course of time, over the course of these few years, almost everything has been replaced. When I first moved in, they replaced the kitchen cabinets, they replaced the fridge, they replaced the stove and the microwave, they replaced the floor. Then eventually they replaced the washing machine, the dryer, right, for laundry. Then replaced the dishwasher again. Then just recently they replaced the water heater. And so I said, well, it's almost like I got a new apartment, right? But here's the thing. I went deeper and I'm going to explain that to you now and how it relates to you on your journey. Some people will debate the question that the first original ship with its original parts are the ship. Some people will go to the other side and say, no, it is a new ship because all of its parts were replaced. I say that the ship was always new, especially when each piece was replaced. So, say for example, you're driving a car. You get new tires. The car feels newer, doesn't it? Even sometimes I would say, when I go and just simply wash my car and go through the drive-through car wash and vacuum clean it, that the car still feels new, like it feels newer, simply just by washing the car. Even the little things you do for yourself, if you're a lady, you go to the spa, get your nails done, or you just simply get a haircut. You maybe even eat a nice, clean, healthy meal. You go work out, take a nice walk. You feel newer. So, to me, what it really lends itself to is this idea of identity. And it lends itself to what I've been sharing with you through the Future Self Frequency, my book, which you can buy at futureselffrequency.com, is that we are always shifting from moment to moment, from one identity to another. Does that mean that the next moment you are a completely different person? No. But what you are is a newer version of the person you were. You are continuously evolving, moving, shifting from one version of self to another version of self. Now, over time, the version of yourself, say a year from now or 5 years from now can be completely different than the version of yourself now. And that's the power of this lesson, of this understanding, is that yes, we slightly shift. And for many of us, we miss it. It's almost like when you're trying to lose weight, you don't really see it because you're so close to it. But when you run into somebody you haven't seen for maybe 6 months, they'll say, hey, you look good. You losing weight. Like, I see you slimming down. I see you bulking up. I see you getting lean or, gaining more muscle mass, right? And it clicks because you recognize, yes, you've been putting in work. You've been conscious. You've been mindful about your journey and your process. And you finally recognize or can see the results because somebody else on the outside has to just kind of give you that moment of looking at yourself, of recognizing that for yourself. But what I really want you to get from this analogy of Theseus' ship is that from moment to moment, you're always anew. Okay? There are remnants of what was. There are echoes, signals as to what will be. Those are your dreams and aspirations. It's more important to think about your dreams and aspirations than it is to think about what was. But the idea of is something a ship, right? Because ultimately the ship represents the identity. And so, though it is still a ship, the question is this the old ship or the new ship? For you, though, it goes a little bit further. You can say, well, the question is, are you still this person? Yeah, by name, right? By DNA, by maybe who your family is and your parents are, right? You are still that same, in that same capsule, right? In that same container. But the contents of what's in the container changed, right? You were once soda, right? But now you may be fresh squeezed juice. So it's still liquid, right? It's still something that provides hydration. One is not the best choice, and that is usually the past. And as you progress, you want to get better and better, right? And so now you're fresh squeezed juice rather than Kool-Aid, right? So the container is the ship. The container is your name. The container is maybe even your gender, your sexual identity, right? Your family. But how you look, how you feel, how you maneuver can change based on who you decide to be. So if I take all of those things that makes the ship a ship, the ship really is the shape and the practicality of it, what we do with that shape, right? But we can take all of those material and we can build it into a house, right? We can build a house from that same material. Now the question is that a ship or is that a house? Now we understand this is a house that was taken from a ship, or these are materials that once was a ship, now it's a house. But it's still the same essence. It's just the way that it is arranged and what it is used for. And so you have to recognize for yourself, though, that you are more than what people see you as, because it's really not about what people see, right? It's about how you identify. But you are more than even your identity, because when I said before that to me, every time something is replaced on that ship, it is a new ship. What I'm talking about is every time you have an experience or every time moment passes in this physical realm, you are new. You are shifting. You are changing. You at this moment are not the same person that you were when you started this video. Okay. Even if you're sitting still and quote unquote doing absolutely nothing, you will not be the same person that you were when you started, because your consciousness is still moving. Your cells are still moving. The world is still moving. You're literally not even in the same spot in space, in the galaxy, because you're standing on the planet. The planet is moving. Therefore, all these different elements and perspectives are what we're talking about when we talk about things constantly changing. And so we know that things constantly change, but it is your objective to be mindful, to be intentional about the change. So you are controlling the narrative. You are making sure that as a being of infinite possibilities, as a creator, the change that's happening is essentially being influenced by your will, by your intention. So when it comes to recognizing all the changes that are happening in life, this moment within you and your thoughts and your feelings and how you even think, those are just simply planks on the ship being replaced. Okay. The question of when all the planks are, changed out, if it's the old ship, it's just the new ship. Excuse me. That's really not that important. What's important for you to recognize, though, is that every opportunity, every moment is a moment for you to create the identity of you being functional, but being optimal, right? Because if you're going to have a ship, you want to have the best ship you can possibly have. When that ship is on water, right, you want it to be as aerodynamic, as buoyant, right, as heavy, that best serves the purpose for which you are looking to achieve. So when somebody creates and builds a boat or ship, they are looking to get across the water, right, safely and quickly. So for you getting across, right, the seas of life is you really getting to fulfillment, to establishing and creating whatever it is you dream and feel you are purposed to do. Now, you have to make sure that your ship, right, your body, your mind, your spirit, your emotions, your thoughts, that all of those elements of the ship is at its best to make sure that you get to the other side of the seas as safely and as quickly as possible, while enjoying the journey, right? While being on that ship, taking the journey and looking up at the stars and all this beauty, right? So I felt like this Greek philosophic, just example was something that people will use to debate. When I think debate is a waste of time, but use it to really open up consciousness and really think about self, because everything is esoteric. Everything is about you. And I know that sounds egotistical, but that's the truth. You are the only one experiencing these things from your point of view. That's the only experience you can have. That's the only experience you will ever have. And so when you do experience something, recognize that it is an opportunity for you to bring awareness to yourself so you can wake up to basically being a new ship, right? Creating a shift in your role and in what it is that you're up to doing. So just wanted to give you that message, because I think we get so caught up in, this is who I am. I'm not happy with who I am, the old ship. And you are so busy trying to replace all the pieces so fast to be the new ship, to think that now that when I become the new ship, then I can take this journey toward the life that I want. No, you take the journey now. And as you are taking this journey, you are replacing the pieces of the ship that need replacing. You are evolving, you are growing, you are maturing. Then, right, you get to the destination. And by the time you get to the destination, you recognize you are no longer, quote unquote, that old ship. You are the new. But you were always new every time you progressed and replaced the pieces. So start now. Take the journey. Take it with the understanding that the journey is mainly about evolution, is mainly about not only accepting change, but being proactive with change, being intentional with change, and changing things in a way that aligns with who you know yourself to truly be. Okay? Hope that helps. Feel free to go to futureselffrequency.ai, which you can download as a free app that allows you to use the insight and information from our book, The Future Self Frequency, to help you along the journey, right, of the old and the new, and understanding the role in between that gets you to the place you want to be. Peace and abundance always.